you talk like you give criticism and how it seems like they only do it for the money, and I feel like I may already know the answer to this question, but do you actually enjoy the game like as a whole?
Recently, not exactly, but there are, every now and then with levels I play, I generally have fun. I mean, if you come to my streams, you've definitely seen me not being happy playing levels. And I
Yep.
mean, I just don't like a lot of the levels nowadays. Partly from the fact that I think with how many I've played and how like high the difficulty caliber is, everything is just annoying now.
I get that.
Every time, yeah. It's also the fact that like with my skill level, obviously over time I've proven to everyone and myself that like, oh, I can beat things fast. So whenever something doesn't feel like I'm beating it fast, it just tilts me, which is like a terrible mindset. But first, I've kind of grown into it on accident.
Mm. Yeah, I
So
I definitely have a lot of experience with not being able to beat something fast. I mean, freaking Zodiac, I've been on it for 6 years.
yeah,
So, but that's
I
just
mean
because I keep
that's
on and offing it. So
yeah.
it
And
sucks
also,
me.
the game's not really fun when every time you want to play something else, the entire community comes at you to do a
Yeah,
specific level.
yeah. I was gonna ask
Which,
you if
yeah, this can transition perfectly.
yeah, I was genuinely gonna ask you like if it feels mandatory at this point, trying to stay at the number one spot because of like community pressure.
Oh, I mean, I haven't really had to try to stay at number one because I've just naturally played a lot of levels that I have wanted to. I mean, like I can like Amethyst, like it's terrible. Don't get me wrong, but I've always wanted to try to do a top one in my current skill level. And with me almost beating it in like 2 or 3 weeks, gives me the impression like obviously I haven't really played it much ever since I got 80. Like I got 79 like last week, but that was the last time I touched the level.
Damn.
And I mean, it's just like I've already kind of proved that like I'm still really good. Like if I can almost basically in a nutshell get like 97 on a top one in 3 weeks, where like a lot of my time goes to the first click,
Oh
then
yeah.
yeah, the reason why I haven't played Amethyst much since is mostly because I kind of just proved to myself because I've always wondered to the question of how I would do at a current top one. Now that like I know the answer is like, oh, I still got it.
I mean, yeah.
um,
I mean, February up until July, you beat Thinking Space 2, and now you're like what, like 5 inputs away from beating Amethyst. Like that's
yeah,
like, would you consider Thinking Space 2 harder than Tidal Wave?
I mean, I don't. It's just. I mean, obviously, everyone's asked me this question so
Well,
much
yeah.
because it's like it's a how could you not ask me this
Well,
question?
yeah. I mean, I guess realistically, it only matters once after it's rated. But I mean, it's still obviously very like the community is very curious about that.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason why in the verification process why I never really thought it was top one was mostly just because of the fact that I just thought I was getting unlucky and that it was my fault and that the gameplay wasn't actually that bad. And obviously, ever since I did verify it, I do look back on it and I see others try it and I'm like, huh, maybe it wasn't me. Because whenever I verify levels, I naturally take longer. I mean, it's not just me, but like whenever anyone verifies a level, they naturally take longer to beat
Yeah.
it than First Victor or whatever. Besides Nullscapes, that one's the interesting one. And that like idea of like, oh, verifications take longer has basically just like grown into me to the point where it's like, oh yeah, I mean the reason why I haven't beaten this yet is because like, oh, verification, blah blah blah. Like it's probably not top one because even though I'm spending so long on it, the gameplay's probably not that hard. And then
Yeah.
when it comes out, well, what would you know? It's actually quite difficult.
No,
And
I thought it'd be like top 30.
yeah, I mean, I did like the verification progress is so weird to me because the thing with my verifications I change so much all the time because anytime I get a little tilted I'm like, oh, I'll nerf it a little bit, and anytime I feel like any part's too easy I'll buff it a little bit, or just like I'll ironically buff something as well, just because I'm just like,
It's
oh, like,
natural balancing of a level.
yeah,
Yeah,
slowly but
it's usually what I kind of like tell myself like, oh, these verifications are gonna take a lot longer because the process of buffing and nerfing is in every single verification process, and
yeah, and due to that, you have to change your click pattern compared to with like after something verified, you won't change the level, which means you just have to. Your brain is forced to learn that click pattern instead of it changing on you every few days because you decide to change something in the level.
yeah,
It's probably one of the reasons why verifications take a lot longer.